Give it like 30 more seconds. 30 more seconds. Wish I could run it up like 2 minutes to that real good bubbly part that's there, you know?
Oh, okay.
Or I might just let it play out and turn it down. That's what I'll do.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to let you take over the floor. Everybody knows my big head already. And Sister Kufunya, Star Rebel. That's a heavy name. Kufunya, Star Rebel. You're a rebel, but you're a star, and you're a Kufunya. So that's mighty. It encompasses, the vibration off of the name encompasses so much. It's like saying, you know, you're super spiritual, you're super intellectual, and you're a tough customer physically to deal with. That's the vibration come off of that. You're royalty.
Yeah, because the word Kufunya means to do good, and Ife means love. So to do good with love. But the Star Rebel part of me is, I know I come from a star, you know, and I have to rebel against injustice, and I'm an uplifter. So
yeah, like when they say star rebel, you say star, that's somewhere far away, and a rebel, it's like, you know, in school when somebody comes from another school to kick you behind, that's even worse because you're looking like, okay, where are they coming? They're not in your own school. So this is from far away coming to get me. So it's like even scary, like, what, they here yet? Star rebel. You know what I mean? Like even with me, like Lance is not a Afrocentric, African-based name, right? We know that. We know it's a European thing. Sir Lance a lot. Right. That's what I'm trying to say. The sword part is what I vibe with. But then, you know, the last name being Scurvin, when you say Scurv, that sounds like something sharp to cut. LanceScurv. You know what I mean? So there you go. So I'm gonna come up with a little artistic thing that, you know, the whole thing with the whole sword thing I can vibe with, even though we know, you know, I am not English, I am not European or Caucasoid. You know, but yeah, let's talk. I'm gonna give you the floor. I want you just to take your time and put it down. I'm right here. When I remove myself, it's just when I do it like this, or I put you on the soul layout. Yeah. I'm still here. You can still hear me. But what I do, I'll just mute myself, and you won't hear the background noise. Because okay, listen to it now. It's not bad, but watch this.
It's great.
You don't hear anything in the background, so that's why I do that.
I don't hear a thing.
Right. You won't hear a thing. Stevie Wonder's coming to Ghana. I'm going to get that interview. Stevie Wonder's coming to Ghana for good, you know. Oh, okay. Let me put myself.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah. He's coming to Ghana. He's moving to Ghana for good.
He's had enough.
Yeah. It's like the same thing that it's the same thing. And I was like, wow, you know, for him to get to that point, you know, he's worth what he's worth. I'm not in the man's pockets, but he can do anything he wants. He picked Ghana. He's evidently been here before and likes it. But, you know, here there are different levels. You know, let me know when to shut up so you can start your stuff. But it's, you can go into one area. Like me now, I'm going to a lot of the common areas. I'm not driving. I'm not going to reward myself with a vehicle until we finish our project. That's what I'll say. So I want to get a feel of being with the common man and taking the trolls, which are like dollar vans and the inexpensive all over the place.
You have to get in.
Yeah.
Fit in, and you want to. You know, you're not coming there as no tourist or anything. You just really want to come and
although
with the people.
I play the role of a tourist sometime.
Yeah.
You know, I'll do that sometime. Hey, I didn't know I'm a tourist. You know, I just got here. I'm visiting. I tried that again. It's like, man, the guy knew me that I was saying that too. Actually, I was on a chocho, and now they make you wear the mask. Like, but I keep it below my nose. I flip it up or whatever. Yeah, they make you do this now. Not in the street, but like on the vans. If you have a police stop. Yeah. Or in the mall, you just pull it down. But when you go into the stores, so the police, pull over the van and make sure everybody has their mask on. So, I forgot. I had it like right under so I could breathe, right? I said, man, put it up. I said, man, I'm sorry. I'm a tourist. I didn't know. He said, listen, I watch your videos. You're not a tourist. You've been here for months with the camera. I see you got your tripod. I see you got it in the bag. Don't run that with me. but I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna watch it. I know you're gonna talk about this. I know you're gonna talk about this. So he, you know, he was cool, but it's not like these white cops in the United States and stuff, you know. But you do have some that, you know. But when you play the tourist role, nobody bothers you as long as you're doing. Oh, okay, go ahead. You're a tourist. You don't know anything.
All right.
But anyway, take over the floor.
Yes,
go ahead. I'm gonna hide and mute myself. So you know, I'm right here. When you need me, just call me.
All right.
All right.
Greetings, brothers and sisters, and welcome to another wonderful Monday program. My name is Kufunya Star Rebel, and I'm here to present you with various guests with various knowledge of self and in their respective fields. So, first and foremost, we were supposed to have our guest on, Kwesi, who's a tax expert, but due to circumstances, he had to bow out at the last moment, and he will be back on again on another date. But still, I am going to continue with the theme, and I'm going to talk to you about, you know, let me go back. Greetings and salutations to my chat monitor, Empress Ella G in the building. Give her a nice round of applause. And also for everyone who is tuning in on Monday evening at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I want you to know that my show is being produced all the way from Ghana, West Africa, brought to you by the LanceScurvMedia. So give thanks and praise for that. So tonight we were supposed to be talking about taxes. Now, I don't know what happened, but, you know, well, I do know what happened. And I just, you know, give thanks for the fact that, you know, the brother will be back on the following Monday, I think. And on our up and coming programs, we're going to have an international conference with a panel from various parts of the world. So that's either happening next Monday or the Monday after. And then we're going to be having real niggas on our program. Brother Kevin has confirmed that he's going to be on this Monday platform. I'm so excited because I love the information that he delivers. So you want to make sure that you don't miss that episode at all. So filling in tonight for Brother Kwesi, we're going to have a full-on readings from Brother Lloyd Strayhorn and Sister Kaya. French is going to be on, so get your pen and papers ready. We're going to be doing readings for, I think they're going to do the full year readings for people. I don't know, but they're going to do it. They're going to blow up the this Monday segment, and we're going to have all the time in the world to do readings for you beautiful people. And once again, most of the time when I say I'm going to have someone come on, they're going to come on, and sometimes circumstances do happen which is beyond my control. So he texted me, he let me know what was going on, and you know, it is what it is. But I thank you for tuning in, and I also thank everyone for tuning in yesterday for the conference that we had on the Hyper Global Fund, cryptocurrency and blockchain technology. I also want to let you know that we will be doing a Zoom class on that, more than likely this coming Sunday. Who else is coming on? Ross Ben is coming out with a brand new book on the Dogon people and our connection to the stars and whatnot. So he'll be on with a brand new book. And I think he's taking pre-orders. I will let each and everyone know when that's going to happen. So tonight we were supposed to be talking about the history of taxes, you know, and who began the tax program. But before I do that, I want to let people know that I have the purple sea moss and the gold sea moss gel back in stock. That purple sea moss that everybody wants, but I do it in a combination with the gold and the purple. This evening, what took me a minute, I had my my pineapple, my banana, my orange sea moss smoothie. Oh my God, it's so good. So I was downstairs blending and I said, oh my God, it's after 7. Let me hurry up and get upstairs. So anyway, I have the sea moss on deck. I have the crystals, you know, the crystal trees, everything crystals. I have the shungites. I have the cell phone protectors. You know, I have certain books to help you with your ascension. Just DM me for anything that you're interested in with regards to crystals, with regards to essential oils, with regards to crystal trees, with regards to shungite, with regards to your health and wellness, with regards to your immune system, making sure that you build your immune system with your elderberry. Where's my elderberry? With your elderberry, right here, elderberry, fresh elderberry. You can also use your royal jelly. Is very, very good for the immune system. Royal jelly. Your vitamin C, your vitamin D, 5,000 units, your selenium, your magnesium. Just make sure that you get all of those minerals in your body system, because you just have to have it. You have to have it. You have to have it. It's very, very important. Drink plenty of citrus, lemons, limes, oranges, pineapples. Let me see what else. Pineapples, plenty of water. The water system in your body is very, 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 very important. With regards to your finances, you know, Jupiter is a planet of abundance, which Lloyd and the sister will be talking about, Kaya French. Also, the structure of Saturn and how those two work together, and how you have time during this reset to reset your mind, body, and spirit. So here we go. Every year, millions of Americans have to amass their financial records and fill out forms or pay professionals to do it for them in order to file their federal tax returns. It is an annual ritual, you hear that word, ritual, that traditionally takes place in the spring through 2021. The Eternal Revenue Service, you know. And for those who grumble over have to contemplate the numbered boxes on the various IRS form, they have to thank William Howard Taft, the nation's 27th president, who served just a single term from 1909 to 1913, is probably best known for being the heaviest president in U.S. history, as well as the first to ride in an official presidential limousine, and for his obsession with golf. But Taft also established the federal income tax as a permanent part of American lives. But a lot of people don't know that Abraham Lincoln first imposed an income tax. Taft didn't actually invent the idea of a federal income tax. That would be Abraham Lincoln, who in 1861 convinced Congress to pass the Revenue Act and impose a temporary 3% tax on incomes over $800 as an emergency measure to help finance the massive military expenditures required by the Civil War. That measure was allowed to expire in 1872. Well, all right. The idea of a federal income tax resurfaced after the Panic of 1893, an economic turndown so severe that it caused a quarter of the nation's labor force to lose their jobs. Okay? So in 1894, they joined forces with the progressive Republicans to pass legislation that created a 2%, is that 2%? A 2% tax on incomes over $4,000, along with reduced tariffs. But that tax didn't last long. In 1895 case, Pollock versus Farmers Loan and Trust Company, the Supreme Court found that directly taxing Americans' income was unconstitutional. I think no taxation without representation, that's my motto. So are we being represented properly? I'll let you fill in the blanks with that. Even so, progressive desires to pass an income tax and cut back on taxing imports and sales taxes didn't go away. When Taft succeeded Theodore Roosevelt as president in 1909, he faced a dilemma. I wonder what that dilemma was. I'm not going to talk more about it because pretty soon we're going to have Lord Strayhorn come in. But this is a question that we should be asking ourselves, you know, taxation without representation. Let me take another sip of my Seymour's pineapple orange banana smoothie so I can digest this, so I can live just this.
I'm watching you. I'm listening. So I came in so that you can take your time and, you know, swallow it down. Don't rush. You know, just take your time. Go ahead and take another sip. Go ahead and take another sip. Take your time, and I don't like to rush things either. Take your time and just, you know, get it down. You don't rush that past your throat. You just, you want to get into the own thing. You know, I'm going to say this real quick. When I'm drinking a smoothie, I want it to defeat me, meaning that I don't want a smoothie that I can finish. And I'm like, man, that was good. I wish I had another one. Give me something big that I can be like, I can't drink no more of this. I love to be defeated by my food and my drink. I love to be defeated by, like, I got to put this back in the fridge. I can't eat this whole thing. That's heaven for me. When I get to that point where it's enough. But go ahead. Go ahead.
Lance, this is my second meal for the day. The first meal was a kale salad with alfalfa sprouts and purple fermented cabbage and kale.
Wow.
Yes. Kale and cilantro and parsley. with lemon juice over it and apple cider vinegar. So that was earlier today. And I said,
wow,
this is going to be my
wow.
meal for this evening,
That reminds me, right? And I'll shut up after this. Back 40 years ago, when I used to go to the gym, there was a guy who used to brag about how good he ate. And in the gym, this is what I ate. I ate this, I ate this, I ate this. I'm like, listen, I kind of told him what I ate. And I said, listen, my eating is so much better than you. And you're younger, so you're kind of competing. You're bulls, you're kind of competing. My eating is so better than you that I got more nutrients in my feces than you have in your plate of your food. Yes, I did. That's what I said. I got more nutrients in my waist than you have in the plate of your food you're bragging about. So get out of here. I'm not saying that to you. I was saying that to him. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Let me tell you, the earth is going through various changes, as we know. And I realize that my body is also going through changes too. I wonder how many people in the chat have noticed that sometimes they don't feel hungry. Sometimes they just want a light salad, or they don't feel like eating heavy foods anymore. How many people in the chat have had that feeling and wanted just to maybe eat one meal a day, or just light meals? Like for the past couple of days, I was having what do you call it? Quinoa. I was doing quinoa as a food. I was doing quinoa as a porridge. So I said, I'm going to change it up. So I got some steel oats and I put dates in there. And it's just like I'm listening to what my body and how my body feels, rather than the old way of just eating just for eating's sake. So it also helps your body help with the digestive issues that you may be having. And fasting is very, very good. You can fast from sunup to sundown, or you can do a water fast. You can do a juice fast. But I would suggest, if you're doing a juice fast, make sure you include water in that, because water, our bodies are electrical. And when electricity and water, when in harmony, works together. You know what I'm saying? So I'm asking in the chat, yes, I be on that ginger lemon water. Yes, ginger and lemon water is very good. Even lemon water, period. I put lemon oil in my water, and that helps cleanse the liver out too, and helps keep your body alkaline. So does, let me show you a few herbs that I have here. This is soursop leaves, very, very good for many, 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 many conditions that the body may be having. Blue vervain, wild-crafted blue vervain, very, very good. So when you don't feel like eating, drink your herbal teas. Very, very important, right? Also, moringa, very, very, very good for you to have. I have it in a tea bag format, and I have the loose moringa as well. And then, of course, dandelion is very, very, very good for detoxing your body and burnout group. And a special shout out to Holistic Heights. I didn't bring upstairs her products. She sent me a care package, which I was in tears when I received the package, because I just ordered the tooth powder. She has an excellent excellent tooth powder for oral care. It helps remineralize the teeth. It also helps prevent cavities. It's a beautiful thing. Hold on, let me just go and get it for you. Hold on 1 second.
Okay, I think that's my cue to come in. Unless she's going to take a long time, right? So I'm over here relaxing, multitasking, watching the show, waiting for Lloyd Strayhorn to come on, and Kaya French, and just do my thing here, right? Boom, there she is. Okay. Kufunya, you're muted. You're muted. Okay.
Okay.
All I say, and I won't get nasty, thank the creator for the mute button. Thank the creator for the mute button. Figure it out. All right.
So what happened is I just ordered the tooth powder and soursop leaf, right? But then I got a whole care package. But when I read the ingredients on the, hold on a minute. When I read the ingredients on it, it has, let me tell you what's in it. It has Irish moss, bronite clay, bentonite clay, myrrh, neem, aluminum-free baking soda, pink Himalayan salt, activated charcoal, clove, cinnamon, stevia, oil of oregano, tea tree oil, and a proprietary blend of organic essential oils. I'm telling you, go to holisticheights.com and let her know that Kufunya Star Rebel sent you. You'll be so happy that you did. That was, let me tell you, and I use it and I can tell, because your oral health care is just as important as, you know, putting the things in your body temple. Yes. Okay. So, yes. Let me see. I'm just checking. Yes. So the body is going through many, many changes because Mother Earth is also going through many, many changes. And I'm just following what my body is requiring through intuitive ways, listening. So the intelligence that created the body, this temple where it resides in, can also heal the body temple. If we just listen and affirm in the future now that you will be reclaiming your health and wellness now. Yeah. So I think, I'm not sure if Lloyd and them are in the room yet. Are they, Lance?
Yes, they are. They are here. They are here.
Hey. Hey.
Hello. Peace, peace.
Yes. Peace and love. Oh my goodness. How's everyone?
Lance, how you doing? How you doing, Kufunya?
I feel good. I feel strong.
Good,
you know, and I won't let my big head take up too much of the real estate of the screen. So you know how I do. I'm gonna be right here. And yes, you know, when I have the time this week, we'll have a little chat.
Sure.
Everything from within. You know, everything is what it is, and we're gonna continue.
Good.
I'm looking forward to hearing what you both have to say, Sister Kaya. I'm glad you're here. And
Got to be
like
there.
I said, yeah. I'm just ready to dive into some shows and some good conversations. And I have some things behind the scenes online that I've worked on that's going to benefit all of us. And I'll tell you that off of the show. to distribute content and all this, because that's what I do. I've been working feverishly all the way till daybreak every night this week to set these forums up, and it's going to be something good. So I'm here. I'm just going to back myself out of it. Let me see how I can do this now. I don't want to knock myself out too much, but I'm here. So you may not hear me, but I'm here.
Okay.
That looks good.
Oh, let me tell you.
What's that? CMOS?
CMOS, banana, pineapple, fresh pineapple, and fresh juice oranges.
Okay.
And you asked us that we want some, right?
I know. This is, let me tell you, before you beautiful people came in, I was talking about how, you know, the earth is going through its changes, and because we are part of the earth system, our bodies are also going through changes.
Sure.
And I'm just listening to what my body has to say. And sometimes I just eat one meal a day, but plenty of water, you know, and I change it up, you know. And today, this is my second meal. My first meal was a kale salad with sprouts, with fermented cabbage, red cabbage, and apple cider vinegar and lemon, and that filled me up. That was that's good.
Yeah.
And then at first I said I was gonna make me a fruit salad, but I said, why? Let me just make a CMOS smoothie and put all the fresh you know, fruits inside there. So that's what I did.
So wait a second. That's why you had the smoothie in your hand and you were singing that Whitney Houston song. You fill me up.
Oh my God.
You bring me joy.
I love it. I love it. So welcome, Lloyd Strayhorn.
Thank you.
Welcome, Kaya French. And thank you for sitting in earlier. I know you were going to come on after our guest, but thank you for coming in a little bit early so we can have a whole lot of fun for an hour or so, you know, giving people what they really need to know about moving forward, you know, what's going on in the cosmos, because things are always changing. But what's steady is Jupiter and Saturn.
Yes, in Aquarius.
In Aquarius. That is a steady vibration. And I keep letting people know, if you want to start a business, if you've been planting your seeds, if you want to be affluent, because I found out what the word affluent means. It means things that flow to you. So I reclaim a title that I am affluent. Because things come to me. So people in the chat, if they want to become affluent,
welcome.
Yes. So I welcome you. Thank you. And I'm glad you reached out to me. I was going to reach out to you first, but you beat me to the punch, that means that we're on this riding the same.
Oh yeah.
Yes. And Kaya, how are you and your family coming along?
We're doing great. You know, I'm homeschooling mine, so
yes.
We're doing fine.
Yes. You know? And well, you know, I got my pyramid, right?
Yeah. Oh my God, Kufunya.
Yeah.
Blew my mind.
Huh?
Blew my mind.
I know. And guess what? My partner, I gifted him a pyramid for his car.
Man.
I'm going to get one for my Aquarius son as well. I'm going to give people that, you know, that I love and care for. I'm going to gift them the car pyramids. It is amazing.
Amazing. Okay.
Yeah. Especially when you shine the black light on it, and then people can see the fiber optics in the pyramid.
Hold on. I'll be right back. I'll be
Yes.
right back.
When the sun shines on that pyramid in the car, like mine is on my dashboard, the sun shines on it, and my whole car just lights up. You know, it's happy, it's smiling. Get your car clean it out, because she wants to be clean and smelling good. You know, so it's very great energy, protective energy. Man, I have so many stories with my pyramid in my car. It's a blessing to have.
Well, Ms. French, since she's not here, I would like to interview you. Mercury has just ended retrograde. What does that mean?
Say it again.
Mercury just went direct. In other words, it's no longer retrograde as of yesterday. So what does that mean? What does that mean for people who may not know Mercury retrograde, what it means, and the fact that it's now gone direct?
So, well, you know, Mercury retrograde is always with communication, making sure you're hearing things once or twice, reviewing your paperwork, really signing any contracts. If you sign contracts, make sure if they ask you to bring in certain documents, make sure you bring in that particular document, not last year taxes, not the year before, but make sure you read, because once you do that, and if you bring the wrong information, you didn't change the whole bracket of what you were trying to get yourself into within your business, your house, and all that. So you have to be clear on what you're getting. Read the paperwork. Make sure when you send that text message, you make sure it's to the right person, or, you know, you just have to make sure that you're clarifying things. You're retracing your tracks. And also with your car may have been had some issues. Maybe it didn't stop working and start working again. Maybe it's cut off while you was driving. Who knows? This Mercury in Aquarius, has been a really of a mental upgrade. People are really in their feelings. So it's like, either listen, tell me the truth how you feel about me. I don't want to hear nothing else. Just be honest and be real and upfront, or keep it to yourself.
Well, speaking of that, is this a good time? Is this a good time to say sign contracts now, or buy a car or a computer or a cell phone, whatever?
Well, now that Mercury is direct, and it is a good time, but you know, we have a 2-week shuttle period. So I would just wait until about second week of March to do any kind of real negotiation. I would get all the things together, get all the paperwork, the blueprint, all the maybe if you're writing a book, or you know, all these things, get everything in the queue, so you can just click that button in the second week of March, then you're good to go. But right now, you may have a little bit confusion, a little bit distraction, a little bit of something going on. So just double check things that's going on in your home, in your relationships, and at your workplace. You know, so just be very observant and be patient. Have some patience. You got to have patience with people nowadays.
Yeah. So anyway, I want to do a little demo. Because hold on. I went out and I got me a black light.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't see you.
Put it towards, put it more.
Put it on the angle so people can see it.
Bottom. Yeah.
Wait.
Go more to it. Yeah, there you go. At the bottom. You see that? You see that green light? The green light.
At the bottom as well as the top. Yeah. How Audrey does that, I do not know, but I've never seen a pyramid like that ever.
That corner to the left is really lighting up more. Man, just imagine when the sun hits that light.
Oh, yeah.
The energies come into your car, into your home. It's like you're getting shotty pat.
So, you know. This is me. Hold on, let me put back on the light. Oh my God. So
now, Ms. French, would this be a good time to make amends in relationships, whether it's business, personal, co-workers, whatever you had a falling out? Would this be a good time to kind of clean things up and try to get back on track with a relationship, business or otherwise?
Yes. And then I would say no, because if you really want to leave that relationship, you should have did that when Pluto and Jupiter and Saturn are all in Capricorn. So now Pluto is in Capricorn, they're slow burning. So it's kind of cleaning up the little residue. So if you're in a situation and you know it's not healthy, make the exit now. because otherwise you're going to go into the next 9 years with the same crap. And if you don't want that energy, then remove yourself from that energy. Simple as that. Do like a Diary of a Mad Black Woman. She had to wait and waste her time and walk out that door and run with whatever she had. She had to just go. So if you got to make that exit, then yes, that business partner who's not being a business partner, who's not negotiating with you, who's not being on the same pace as you, they're not a business partner. But you got to just move on, because you're going to know that you're going to lose more friends, more family, more people, or be more distant with these people. So you got to love them from a distance, but you got to keep moving, because if not, they're going to just hold you back and hold you down like an anchor. And if you don't want that, you got to let that anchor go so you can still sail away.
Okay. Now that we got the astrological part, let me tell you about the numerical part. We are presently in a 7 universal month.
Wow.
How to do that is, first you must figure out what is the universal year. That's very simple. That's 2021. So when you add those 4 numbers, 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 1, that equals a 5. So then you go from the universal year, the next stage is to get the universal month. And how you do that is you take 2021, which is a 5, and add it to the second position month, which is February, and 5 plus 2 is 7. So February, the month that we'll be leaving in less than a week and a half, is a 7 universal month. So this has been a month of spirituality, a month of reflection, a month where things come to the surface, a month where we need to let go and let God and stop chasing after things, money and all these other things we call ourselves that's going to make us happy, and start finding happiness within. So we still have 7 more days. In fact, I call a cycle like this the law of attraction, that what we think is what we draw to us.
Yes,
so,
that's right.
So around the next corner in a month, in a week and a half, we go into March. So 5, the universal year, added to the third position month, which is March, equals 8. Now, March is going to be a power month for a lot of people. So if anybody's want to make some moves, or get married, or get pregnant, or separate, or divorce, or move into a home, or buy a home, the month is coming up for it in a minute. It's also going to be doing a lot of growing up.
Yes.
The month that will be favored will be those under the sign of Capricorn, Aquarius, Libra, or if you're born on the 8th, like Lance, or the 17th or the 26th of the month. These signs and these dates of birth, no matter what month they're born in, will be the recipients of the month of March coming up. For Virgos, astrologically, they will be in their opposition period of the year, which Kaya can explain.
Yeah, but before that, I want to just say this Mercury retrograde, it retrograde at 26 degrees. So it went all the way back to 11 degrees. So you got 26 as an 8 energy that deals with work, death, labor, hard labor, building a foundation, just family work and duties or obligations, and also separation and marriage as well too. Now we're going back to we went all the way back to 11 degrees. That's from January to 15. So it was at Mercury 11 degrees then. So now we're going to go forward. So what was you doing around January 15 up until January 30th? And this retrograde just took you kind of back a little bit, baby steps back. So you had to figure out, what were you doing? What was going on? What was happening? What was in your circumstances? Those are the things that are pretty much are going to start fast pacing now. Were you planning? Were you writing your book? Were you cleaning your home? Were you renting your home? Were you moving? Were you about to sign contract? Were you in a relationship? Are you ready to give it up? Were you what were you doing around that time? What was going on in your environment? And then you have to figure out, where is this Aquarius energy at in your chart? First house, second house, third house, fourth house, fifth house, because that's where the energy is at. You have to relieve yourself from self-imposed restrictions, limitations. Stop holding your own self back. So find out where the energy is at. Find out where Uranus and Taurus is at also in your chart, because it may activate a planet there if you have planets in those areas.
Wow. And I know today's date is a very special number, because it's the master number 22. Mm-hmm. So
and the universal day is a master number 11, because 7.
What?
Yes, because 7 added to the 22nd day equals 11. So, in fact, in my posting
Wow.
today, I said today is one of those rarefied days, astronumerically speaking, where both the master numbers of 11 and 22 come together. So it is all dependent that people can do unique things in unique ways. It's their choice of how they do it.
Yeah.
Wow.
The trigger.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
The trigger this year is going to be in April, second week, and September, the fourth week.
Explain that again. I didn't.
So when I say trigger, it means a transformation, some kind of thing is going to happen, some kind of significant event, some kind of something that trigger you. Even globally, something can trigger. Like we're already seeing these storms down there. I mean, Jupiter is in Aquarius. It rules the weather anyway. So you're bound to have some type of odd and unusual weather going on right now because there is no fire. There's no really planets in fire right now. So Mars was in Aries. That was a fire planet. That was giving us our will, our strength, our ability to do things. Now it's moved into Taurus. So it's now about our grounding, our work, our family, our history. Also learning where we come from. You know, going back to ancestry. Maybe you're doing your DNA ancestry work. Maybe you're moving, relocating. You know, things are getting shook up right now.
It's true. It's true because even in Texas, the people weren't even prepared for what happened in Texas. And I want to give a special shout out to Billy Carson because he's doing like a fun drive for people in Texas because a lot of people in not so fortunate areas are not doing well at all. So a big shout out to Billy Carson for his efforts and whoever else is doing things to help bring the family vibes together. There's, like I said before, the whole earth is shifting and shaking, and we are part of that. So we're going to feel that. So I would say to people, follow your intuition, and listen to your body, say your meditation. I've been doing my meditations consistently every single day. And to meditate means to become familiar with. So when they say, man, know thyself, I'm telling you, we didn't get the memo. Now we're getting the memo. You can continue. I want to talk about something else, but I have to get my notes, so continue.
Okay. So, okay, Ms. French, question number 2. No, 3 or 4 or 5, whichever. When the cycles change, so up and above Mercury, and when you talk about houses, can you just touch on each of the houses just briefly? House number 1, house number 2, just a sentence or two, so people know that if Mercury's in this house or Jupiter's in that house, what does it mean?
Yeah. So, hold on one second. My daughter is talking to me. I'm sorry, you're trying to plug in my charger because she was on my phone blowing it up, using the battery up. So yes, when it comes to the first house deals with yourself. It deals with how people see you, your ability, how you assert yourself, your will, your willpower, and also the second house rules your finances, your resources. Third house rules your education, your learning, where you get your environment, where you grew up at, your sister, your brother, your siblings. The fourth house is the home structure, mother, father energy. Depends on where your planets are aligned at. That's the mother. That's the home where your secret enemies could be at too as well. So whatever's on your fourth house cusp, you would know that you may want to just not tell that person too much of your secrets. When it comes to your fifth house, that's your creativity, your self-employment, your creation, your kids. When it comes to the sixth house, it's the house of work, a house of landlord, house of service, community. When it comes to the seventh house, it's a partnership. Legal affairs as well. It's like how people see you as well. It's like how you reflect yourself on them on your first house. So the eighth house deals with resources from other people or working for other people. It can be inheritance. It can be rebirth, transformation. It can be maybe you have some sexual energies issues that you have to work yourself with. The ninth house deals with public travel, philosophies, your philosophy of life. It brings upon like a transformation when you go to traveling, things like that, or writing and publishing, person behind the scene. The 10th house, your house of career. So, how you are asserting yourself in your career. That's if you have planets there, that means it's more highlighted, significant at that part. When it comes to your 11th house, which rules the sign of Aquarius, which we in Aquarius right now, it's your groups, your home, global awareness, your hopes, dreams, and wishes. So what are you wishing right now? Sometimes they say, be careful what you wish for, because it may just come true. So with that Aquarius energy, be careful how you're asserting yourself and what you're wishing. Make sure what you wishing comes true. So imagine yourself, visualize yourself already there, already having these things. The 12th house is a house of you have like hidden talents here. Also, where you can imprison yourself of things that you may not like about yourself, so you may hide those, keep those in. This also is the house of we have like great talents, hidden talents, and imprisonment and jail, they say, or institution that you may have worked for, or institutionalize yourself somewhere. So if you have these planets there, look at your chart and see how your chart is set up. Everybody's chart is different. You may have a retrograde there. So those who have retrograde planets do very well in retrograde. Those who are planets have a direct flight, they may get a little confused there for a moment or something, because they're not used to having that direct flight. I mean, having that retrograde flight. They're not used to having the connect flight. I booked the flight, but I didn't know I had to stop, get off here, and then go somewhere else, like connect to another flight. So you have to learn how to navigate a little bit more different in your life.
It's true, Kaya, because one of my good sisters, Queen Ra, she is in Texas right now with her family, and her flights got all messed up. They kept on saying, oh no, it's going to be this time, it's going to be this time, and keep changing till finally she decided, I'm just going to wait until everything kind of like you were saying, Mercury and retrograde has its tail effects. So she's just going to wait. But somehow in my meditation, I knew that it wasn't time for her to leave. I just knew it. And so when she said it, I said, you know what, Queen, I told you weren't going to be leaving. And I didn't even tap into the Mercury vibration. The retrograde vibration, I just felt like, hey, I don't see you coming back east, when you say you're going to do it.
Yeah.
And somebody in the chat, Ashay 77 was asking, what about Scorpio number 1121? It keeps popping up, and that's actually the numbers of birth.
You know what's amazing? The number that came out yesterday was 1112.
Wow.
Yep. It either came out yesterday or this afternoon here in New York City. It's either 2111. That's exactly what it was. That person's birthday. So had that person followed through, we would be their new best friend this evening, okay?
So for her, Lloyd, the 1121, what can you say about her? And then maybe after you get finished with that explanation, maybe we can go into helping some people figure out some stuff.
Well, this person would be what is called a water sign with a fire number. One of the things I like to teach when I first started with teaching students numerology is the elements. If you understand the nature of the elements, you can almost size them up. Water rules emotions and feelings and intuitions and hunches, where fire rules passion and energy, or get up and go attitude, take no prisoners. So when you got those energies, that means on one hand, she can be very compassionate and yet very passionate about what she plans to do. Normally, number 3 people, because she's born on the 21st day, 2 + 1 is 3. Normally, as a rule, they are very ambitious. Most 3s tend to, now to the negative, they can be superficial, a lot of hot air, a lot of conversation, but no backup. But on the more positive, which I always emphasize when I talk to a client, I always emphasize the positive, so because historically we've been programmed to knock each other. So it's like, okay, tell me something else I don't know. So in this case, this person would be positive, optimistic, very ambitious, want to make something of themselves. They don't look their age. Since Kai will tell you, since 3 is ruled by Jupiter, the planet of foreigners, foreign countries, foreign languages. That means she might attract people from different cultures. And because it rules youthfulness and the like the child, she would be also very much, if younger men approach her, she should have no problems at all. It means she also have gifts with children and babies and animals and pets and stuff like that, but always wanting to make something of herself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Also, they're coming in right now. So hold on. Go ahead, Kaya, if you wanted to say something, go ahead. While I'm writing them down, go ahead.
If you are deciding to join a group or join a spiritual group or have some yogis or some gurus or maybe learn about other culture, then this would be a good time to do so as well too. But most importantly, you have to really honor your feelings, and be truthful to yourself and how you are delegating your affairs. You just mean what you say. Stop holding back. So sometimes we hold ourselves back from things and don't tell people the truth for how we feel, and then life still goes on, but you still feel a certain kind of way. Either you're gonna express those things or you're gonna keep bottling things up, and then one day you're just gonna explode. So stay calm during these Aquarius energy transit because it's going to be here until December, especially with Jupiter in Aquarius.
Wow.
In Aquarius, Saturn is like father time. It's going to sit you back, just take you to little obstacles, some hoops, some jump ropes, some double dutch, and hopscotch and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So you got to just be strong and just be calm. Do some music, do some exercise, get up, go outside, meditate. Do something that's gonna make you feel unnervous. Too much energy, too much nerve, because this energy in Aquarius is a lot of downloads. It's a lot of nervous. It's a lot of going on with your back, your eyes, your ankles. So make sure you massaging your body, rubbing your back, taking your long salt baths, or just a regular warm bath. Just treat yourself.
Yeah. I'm gonna start. So far, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people who chimed in with birth dates. So the first one is remember, we're not doing the whole enchilada. If you want the whole enchilada done, Kaya French information is in the chat just as well as Lloyd's. So we're gonna start with Riri, and hers is February 6th, the same as Bob Marley's. Oh my goodness.
And also Natalie Cole, Nat King Cole's daughter.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Kaya?
Well, this person is kind of like going through a double tap energy of last year energy. So she may feel restricted or boxed in, everywhere she go, left or right. She's really not getting to where she's only getting pieces of information, or she's getting the runaround. So if you're smart, you can think twice, and you know what? I'm not having this again. I need to go straight to the authority and see what's going on, or otherwise you're gonna keep going in the circuits and the rat circuit. It will keep bouncing you around. So think inside so you can get outside the box.
Okay.
I would like to add a numerical component. This person is a good sense of judgment. Her key or lucky numbers are the 6, 2, and 7, and her best days are Mondays and Fridays, and her best months are always in March, May, July, and October, to add to the reading that Kaya just said.
Okay, so listen, people in the chat, I need you to pay attention, because we're not going to be going back and forth with this as the number and astrology moderator. So, okay, so we just got finished doing Riri, right? That was the same day as Bob Marley. So we're going to do Ebola, and she's 6/29.
Okay, I'll take it first. She is a Cancer 2 person, which means she's a water sign with a water number. And since both her sign and her number are ruled by the same element of water, it only increases her sensitivities, her emotions, her feelings, her intuitions about things, her hunches, where things hit her in the gut. And in fact, if you write the number 2 on a piece of paper, see it's almost symbolically shaped like the intestines of the stomach. So that means she may be finicky or fussy about her eating habits or dietary laws, or has sensitivities with the reproductive organ, or female problems that she would describe it to us as men, me and Lance. But it also means she's also very, very particular. She notices things. And 2 is also the number of rhythm and dance and theater. So it wouldn't surprise me as a little girl, she was in modern dance, African dance, some kind of ballet dance or whatever the case is. And of course, they like to collect things too. But more than anything else, they also have a very affectionate nature. It can be very kind, very tender, very touchy-feely, and also very intuitive about the people that come in their space.
Riri wanted to say you guys were right on point with her brief analysis. The next person is Trisha, and we got a lot of June people in here. 625. Trisha, 625.
This person is 625. This person is going through a year for transformation, for change, and you're gonna just have to walk with faith and have some strong will. People will inspire you, motivate you. But if you're not motivating yourself, and if you're not trying to get to where you're trying to go to accomplish or achieve your goals, then you really need to find your niche this particular year. You're gonna have some people that you're gonna be just letting go, or people that want to be confrontational or negative around you. But come the month of May, you're gonna have a breaking point. And what that means is you're gonna have to make a decision. You're gonna be stuck at a fork in the road where you want to go. Decide what you want to do. What's in your heart desire to move forward in your life.
Okay, Trisha. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Lloyd.
Oh, who? June 25th?
Yeah.
Okay. Her lucky numbers are the 7, 2, and 6. Her best days are Monday and Friday. And her best days also will be in the months of March and May, July, and October. Now, here it is, 7. In other words, her birth number is in its natural home. Kaya and I will tell you that each number has a natural place around the wheel or around the year or around the horoscope or houses where the numbers belong. So the number 7, because she's born on the 25th, 2 plus 5 is 7, belongs naturally under the constellation of Cancer. So therefore, being a water sign and water number like the one that's born June the 29th, she too would exhibit it. But in this case, her birthday indicates she's strongly marked individuality. She can like to think for herself. She can be very sarcastic if you catch her on a bad day. And she likes to be her own best company too.
I wouldn't get on her bad side, baby. She won't give you a piece of her mind.
You sound like a 7.
I am a 7.
Okay, so the next person, thank you, Trisha. Trisha said, thank you very much. Donna, 916. Oh, another 7.
Yeah. Well, don't forget, we are still in February, which is a 7 universal month. So therefore, as I said, I would expect Cancerians and Pisces, or people born on the 2nd or the 7th, the 11th or the 16th, the 20th, the 25th, or the 29th. And so far, you see is come this way. In this case, she's born on the 16th. So she's an earth sign with a water number. And normally, these 2 elements are what make anything on God's green earth grow. Earth means you put the seeds into the rich soil, and those seeds can stay there in the soil for 100 years until you magically come along and water it. I would say she's a nurturer in her own way, bringing wisdom, bringing information, bringing knowledge. And of course, she has boatload of questions too to go with it, but she wouldn't be a 7 if she didn't do that. Then she's into the sign of Virgo, and see, each sign has a theme. And with Virgo, their theme is I analyze. Well, 7's theme is I analyze too. So when you put those together, whoever's dealing with her, y'all better be ready to answer some questions up in there other than fine. And like, yeah, what that means, okay?
So Mr. Hay, he's July 10th.
See, all these Same day as Nikola Tesla. Kaya?
This person is no joke. He don't play no games. If he wants something done, and if he been working for some place for a long time, he's going straight to the authority, let them know what I can do, how I can be an asset to your department or foundation, whatever. Or he like, you know what, I'm gonna just start my own business and do what I want to do, because I don't like taking the orders really. I like giving the order. I'm a director. I'm a leader, not a follower. I like to embrace people and give people opportunity.
All right, Mr. Hay. You got that? Next person is Queen Morant. She is 6'15".
This is a person who would be strikingly charming or attractive or beautiful. She can take a pick of that direction. It also indicates she has a gift of reading people very well, or reading through people or their motives and situations too. This is why she would make a good lawyer, a good life coach, a good personal trainer. Almost everything she likes, she really can't afford when she goes into the store, because she has superb taste. Now, it doesn't mean she's high maintenance. It just simply means from day one, she's always had excellent taste. Normally with 6 women, especially, their taste falls in the area of traditional and classic. No newest fads on the thing. It's just about what they are seeing at that moment. This person also has a good sense of judgment. And 6s also, when you cross the line, can be very, very stubborn, very set in their ways. And I would say that if a person is trying to marry or get involved with her because of her outward attractiveness, they've missed nothing if they go further down the rabbit hole and get to know her better. Her numbers, by the way, are the 6, 5, and 9. Her best days are Friday, Wednesday, and Tuesday, working backwards. And her best months are always in April, May, June, September, October, and November.
Wow. Okay. The next person is London. London is 2'7". Ooh, another 7.
Yeah.
This person,
he's like 7'7".
Yeah. This person is an expert in his field or whatever that he do. He's taking it. He's studying it down to the head, to the toe. He may even look you from your head to your toe as well too. See what you got on, what you're working with, what you're talking about. Because even when you ain't talking about nothing, we ain't got nothing to talk about. So this person, can be very a consultant, a counselor, a therapist, counselor as well too. Someone that either can be like the middleman in between businesses, like the middleman that negotiate things as well too. But this particular year for him is definitely about change, opportunity coming your way. So what is it that you want to do? What is that you've been dreaming or hoping and wishing for? This is a time when you can really start show your creativity. Don't be scared. Don't be shy to show who you are. Open yourself up. And when it comes to relationship, make sure you choose the one that's best, that's going to love you for who you are and not for what you got.
Okay. Asheo. The next person is Gloria. She is March 1st.
Okay, Gloria is a water sign with a fire number. Now, that might seem like it's bipolar. And it is, if you look at the elements of how you put fire out, would you use the element of water? But it simply means that she's a water sign born in the, and it's interesting because Pisces is called the psychic sign or the house of self-undoing. And since she's a number 1 and 1s to the negative can be very selfish, if she is selfish, because 1 is a leadership number, but in the ability of leadership is about to lead others to a more productive or more higher level of things. But if she's about just herself and herself alone, then that can be her self-undoing. That she's so caught up with all of the things in her own that she missed the bigger picture of people who might want to come and help her. She's very strong-willed, very much in your face, not in a bad way, but if you don't want the truth, she's not the person to see. For example, her birthday suggests not only does she not look her age, but she may wear glasses because it suggests her left eye is a little bit more sensitive than the right eye. And this is her year where she needs to let go. And she's been thinking about that since the latter part of last year, waking up, says, I don't need this or that.
Let go.
And if somebody's been straddling up fence, the thing is, you know what? I don't think we need you either. It's a wrap. That's it. That's how it's been going.
I want to say, Mr. Hay, we did yours already. We already did July 10th already. So you have to listen to the rebroadcast. Don't be going away. Don't be going
You
away.
so mean.
What are numbers today?
Bring, just because you have to use the restroom, bring your phone in there because we're not repeating. I'm sorry. We got to move forward. Okay.
Lloyd. What's your birthday, Kufunya?
August 16th.
She's
Okay.
a 7.
7. Yeah,
all three of us are 7s. All three of us are 7s.
That's 7 months.
So we
That's
not
right.
to mess with. We a nice trio up in here. Don't be playing with us, okay? That's how we roll.
Don't be going to the bathroom or getting something to eat out of the kitchen and you miss your reading. You're gonna have to watch the program all over again. Okay, so the next person is Sarah. She is February 8th.
Whew. Sometimes this person may have issues with family relationship. It's almost like she go through a whole obstacles in her life throughout her whole year, and she has to just know that this is part of the lesson that you're gonna have to life lesson forever. So, but on the good side, you're very great in organizing. You're very great in detailing. You know, if I'm going to come into your house, I can probably know that your cabinets is from the smallest to the largest, or the largest to the smallest. You're very organized. You're like a disciplinarian. So people come to your house, they know they got to take their shoes off. To get, they can't walk too long. And I would say you'll do well if you work alone by yourself, or you can be a person that consult businesses, operating your own businesses, or being a project manager or something like that.
Okay, hold on. I'm writing somebody else's down. When we get to 22, that's it.
Well, today's the 22nd. That makes sense.
Yeah. The next person is Inoma W. She spells her name INOMA -W, and she's a 2-2.
Okay. That tells me, first of all, she's an Aquarius 2 person, which means she's an air sign with a water number, which in astrological terms would be squared, that Kaya can explain later. But square means sometimes you got one thing working, but it's like trying to fit a square peg into a round hole, so to speak. But at the same time, it indicates she's super sensitive, extremely attentive to all the things around her. And because she's born in a 2 month and on a 2 day, it tells me it is the women in the family that are really more predominant in her life, her influence, her upbringing, like a mom, grandmother, aunt, sister, niece, female cousin, or something of that nature. And it also tells me she's very attentive to the smallest of details. And she needs a hug twice a day, emotionally and or psychologically. And she would do well in the art or preparations of foods. She would do well in the area of the mechanical mathematical sciences, like computers and the higher forms of technology, becoming an IT person. But she would also do well in the area of service, like a good listener, counselor, social worker, therapist, life coach, personal trainer, whatever the case is. And the challenge about her, though, is she happens to be in a 9 personal year, which is one of her antagonistic numbers. So with the number that she's going through, which is a 9, which is a number of war governed by the planet Mars, she needs to stay away from people that argue, fuss, fight. She needs to be very careful when she's cooking in the kitchen, because 2 rules the kitchen, for example. So when she's using the knife to chop up vegetables or meat, she needs to be careful and pay attention. When she's ironing, she needs to pay attention that she doesn't burn or nick herself, and not paying attention to things of that nature. Other than that, this year on the positive means some of her dreams can come true. But her love month will be more around late May going into June in the Gemini or next air period that complements her element of air as an Aquarius.
All right. So Inoma W, I hope you're taking notes. The next person is Donna Hall. She is September 26th. Donna Hall, pay attention, take numbers.
This person, you have very great, phenomenal ideas, but only if you take those ideas and you water them, like you can really become extraordinary in your work and what you do because you have these great ideas. Or you a person that loves to work behind the scene, like to get everybody else ready and prepare. You know, you write the scripts and stuff, and then you don't want to be on too much of attention, but sometimes you have to be on attention because they want to award you, recognize you, appreciate you for your work and your love and your concern that you do and your dedication. And even though you may go through conflict, even at work and at home, you still have to find your balance between things, So don't be so emotional. Don't wear your heart on your sleeve all the time, Kind of just let things just roll and let it play off. Otherwise, you find yourself, locking yourself up and, what you call that? Putting more restrictions on yourself than what you need to.
Yes.
Be more open.
Okay, Miss Donna Hall, I hope you took notes. And if you want more in depth, all of the information is in the chat, and you can get more information. You can get a whole detailed year, month by month, by these two experts, because everybody from government to heads of state, they all utilize the charts, because even navigating on the ocean, they had to use certain charts, when to travel, when is the best time. It's a real science, everybody. This is not just some woohoo lulu stuff. Okay. The next person is Ramel. He is July 10th.
Okay. So the other person who missed the July 10th can get a reading on this one.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So Mr. Hay, Mr. Hay, listen carefully. Somebody has the same birthday as you. So listen in. Okay, go ahead.
To me, astrologically and historically, this is a very significant day, July the 10th, because Arthur Ashe, the first African-American tennis player to play at Wilmington in Long Island here in New York City, was born July 10th. The Honorable Mayor David Dinkins was also born on July 10th, was the first and only African-American mayor of New York City. One of my scientific scholars, Nikola Tesla, was also born on this day too. So enough of the history. But in his case, Romel's case, Romel, you are here to lead. Although your birthday does suggest it was probably an older young lady that introduced you to Sex 101, which is none of my business. But keeping it real, since it governs the month you were born, because the month you were born governs the first part of your early childhood and development, and that's ruled by a maturity number. So you'll find that as you get older, you actually get younger by attitude, by look, by disposition, by manners, the way you do things. But be that as it may, young, old, or indifferent, leadership is your goal. And you're the number 1 to the 10th power, not just a number 1, but a 10. And in numerology or in the tarot, the 10th sign is called the Wheel of Fortune. And it denotes ones whose plans are likely to be carried out. If you've got plans from day one, and so if you open up a lemonade stand, a shoe shine stand, or delivered newspapers, or whatever the case is, that's just training for you. Career-wise, your numbers suggest you would tend to do well in areas connected with law, medicine, or science, or just in the world of an entrepreneur, just being a leader, manager, supervisor, director, head of a department, whatever. But taking orders well is really not your shot. And on bright sunny days, you probably walk around looking like Ray Charles or Michael Jackson's device.
Yeah, I want everybody to see this, that I'm writing everybody's name down. So those whose names are crossed off had their readings already, and I'm continuing. At the next person is Malaja, which is 9 September 2nd. I believe that's September 2nd. And then we're going to go to the next column right over here.
Last column.
Hold on. And then this will, when we get up to Regina Ward, that would be 22 readings that we did today. Okay, everybody? So the next person, we just got, we got to do 9 September 2nd. Malaja.
September 2nd, boy, you go through a lot of conflict in your life sometimes, you know. You just gotta really control your emotions, one, and learn how to be more assertive and direct your affairs and not let your emotions take over of what you're doing. Because in a minute you can, you know, if somebody rub you the wrong way, say something the wrong way, and they might even not say something the wrong way, but you may think that you're going off. And you're like, wait a minute, hold on. I didn't say that about, you know, you went off, and then the next day you're like, you know what? I'm sorry for what I said. No, I'm sorry for how I said it, but I'm not sorry for what I said. And you probably have your home was probably decorated, well decorated with pictures and very, very nice. But you can be at home interior decorator as well too, because you are very good when it comes to expressing your feelings, expressing your emotions, and um being more artistically talented as well too. So this year for you, if you want something to happen, like a relationship, a business adventure, a marriage, you need to keep it in your mind frame every day and just visualize the thing that you want. Start writing about it, start journaling, especially your dreams that come to you. Make sure you keep a journal by your bedside and just write down. And actually write down some of the relationship that you've been through and how it made you feel. Because if you don't do these things, or even take like spiritual bath, cleanse whatever in the water, and say, you know, certain things and call out people's names, and just forgive so you can move on and make you feel better and about yourself and your life. So I would just recommend that you definitely have some patience and don't be so quick to jump the gun sometimes. Especially in relationship, you have to be careful about people wanting to abuse you or use you for either your possessions, you know, money, finance, car, jewelry, whatever it may be. They're all going to use your stuff or borrow your stuff. So, you know, I ain't got it. I don't know what you're talking about. You know, sometimes you gotta act dumb to people, you know, so they want to take control over you, take your power back.
Thank you, sister. Okay, the next one is Oya Ra. 10, that's October 30th. Oya Ra.
Male or female?
I don't know, Roy.
Female name. Oh yeah, it's a female name.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay, go ahead.
So Oya Ra indicates she is a water sign with a fire number, which means she brings to the table in a relationship sensitivities, feelings, emotions, hunches, affections. Yet she brings to the table also a degree of passion, determination, commitment to get the job done. And because she is born to the 30th, which is 3 to the 10th power, in numerology, the compound number 30 is called the number of mental superiority, which means she's got a mind to go with her looks if that's all the person is just interested in. It also indicates, therefore, she's the one that's going to come up with the better mousetrap, the better idea, especially when she was coming up with her peer groups and stuff like that as a young lady. But it also means that she's got a lot of get up and go, a lot on the ball, and always wants to go places. I would recommend from her birthday that she learns a second language, because if she ever travels outside of the United States, you'll find she will never have a problem with the locals at all. And because 3 is ruled by Jupiter, which governs Sagittarius, her next door sign, this explains why she would get along very well with either foreigners, foreign countries, and definitely learn foreign languages as well. She tends to have sensitivities with her skin, a little low blood pressure, and every now and then she may have episodes of anxiety attacks or panic attacks, all depending on her age and other states of mind that she's in.
Beautiful. For those of you who are just joining us, earlier we were supposed to have our tax expert, Brother Kwesi, on, as you see in the banner, but because of difficulties, he was not able to come on. But we're going to reschedule him on. Our up and coming guests will be Marie and some other health experts. I think that's going to be happening next Monday. We're also going to have Real Negus on. He's a very popular gentleman on YouTube. He does things with humor so you can understand. He does serious matters with humor. And a lot of people can accept humor serious information with humor, they're more able to absorb the information. He's going to be coming on, and Ross Ben is also going to be returning with a new book about the Dogon people, which is very interesting. And hopefully we're going to have Billy Carson come in, and a lot of different other avatars, both gods and goddesses, on the Monday program. So we would implore you and ask you for love reciprocity to both Lloyd, to Empress Kaya, Brother Lance, for producing this wonderful program for me. And reciprocity is a very beautiful thing, because it's like a cycle. Okay.
Can I say, let us not leave out Kufunya, Sister Kufunya?
Don't leave me out. Okay.
There you go, honey. There you go. There you go.
Yes. And those of you who are beyond number 22, like 23 on the reading list tonight, you can, I know Lloyd and Sister Kaya are having some specials. So I would implore you to reach out to them to get, a full reading. These are not superficial readings, but these are just indicators of what you should be looking out for. And if you want to go deeper into your GPS and your guides, we got it right here, as Sizzler would say. We got it right here. So the next person is Icon, IKAN. He is June 14th.
This person is a water sign with a air number. So this person logically thinks great ideas, and he has great ideas that's beyond time. Like, sometimes you can't really converse with your friends because they don't understand where you're coming from, because you're thinking 6 years from now when they're still thinking on the present time right now. You're thinking about money for grandkids, money for houses. You're just thinking far into in the future. So that's how you plan. You may get up at 4 a.m. You may have to have a schedule, a plan before you go about your day. You have to have a routine structure. You have to be structured, or you either work on homes, do things with your hands, some kind of home improvement, or some kind of DJ or mechanical, or work on the machinery, something like that. But you are a person that sometimes, when it comes to your emotions, either you don't really know how to express it. You always got women around you anyway. So if you have a relationship, you got to make sure that, hey, this is my friend, and my mama gonna call me, my husband gonna call me, everybody gonna call me, but they female. So just know when you have a relationship that the main thing is to be honest and to be loyal first to yourself and then to your relationships. Because if you're not honest, it's always like, oh, I didn't know you had this girl. 4 months later down the road, I didn't know you was with this other girl, all this stuff. So it can be, you can put yourself in a situation that you don't want to be in. So if you don't want that, be honest with yourself.
Yes, very, very important. And like I said, to those who are now coming in, we were originally supposed to have Brother Kwesi, our expert on taxes. In the beginning of the broadcast, I did announce that due to circumstances, he was not able to attend. But we have Lloyd Strayhorn and Sister Kaya, who was supposed to come in after him, but they graciously came in a little bit early. So we were able to accomplish almost 22 readings. And at the in that segment, in the early segment before Lloyd Strayhorn and Sister Kaya came in, I gave a summary of where the tax, how it was formed, who formed it. I mean, you can Google that information, but I read the information, or you can listen to the broadcast. I think Brother Lance is probably going to change the banner so people won't get confused about, if they're not on tonight, oh, I thought it was going to be about taxes and whatnot. But, you know, it is what it is. And I thank people for still tuning in. And I thank Sister Kaya French and Lloyd Strayhorn to be able to come in early to do these wonderful works that they're doing. So the next person is EE, and she is March 10th, or she or he, I don't know. She or he is March 10th. They didn't say.
I think it is my time, I guess.
So you, Lloyd.
Okay. This person is born the same day as Harry Belafonte and a couple other famous people of note. This person, male or female, is still born to lead. They are a water sign with a 5 number, which means they bring passion and compassion, sympathy and determination into the mix at the same time. It's just a matter of which day they're flowing, since Pisces is what is called in astrology a mutable sign, which Kai could explain to you later, simply meaning very changeable, going with the flow of the seasons of things, that it all depends on one day you can catch this person that they're very sympathetic and empathetic towards you. And if you catch them on another day, they're not having it. Simple as that. Lloyd, that was the dumbest thing you did, buddy. And there's nothing mean about it. And you know, it's interesting when number 1 people and number 9 people who are known for their honesty are very direct and to the point. People often misinterpret them as being mean. But 1s and 9s, if you're dealing with them, are very honest. And I think a lot of times nowadays in this 21st century, we like to sugarcoat things. Well,
Yeah.
you know, you could have did better and all that.
Doesn't
The
help.
1s and 9s don't play that. Okay, that was, you know what I'm saying? They straight no chaser. Okay?
Right.
How they roll. Okay,
Yes.
and that goes for
Okay.
Leos too.
Huh?
I said, you heard me? I said that goes for Leos too.
Ooh, deal sometime.
She said, huh?
And you know, and it takes a lot for me to get to that point.
And you so sweet.
But let me tell you something, brother. I have to let you know what I'm feeling, because I don't want to hold those energies in myself. I don't. I don't.
Yeah.
So the next person is Iris, and she is the 5th month on the 12th day.
Ooh. Sometimes this person contradicts herself.
May, yeah, May 12th, yeah.
But sometimes this person contradicts herself in her own decision making. Even come to her friends, she finds herself her friends either drift away because of what she said or what she did, and then again they back on and back off. So you have to be careful of how you delivering your messages or trying to get your point across. So you better off, if they have something to tell you or say to you, say it right there and there. Don't try to wait until next week or whatever, or when you see something you want to go to this person and tell them, nah, because now you're in my business. So I'd rather you tell me now how you feel, what you think about, than telling me later about what somebody had on or what somebody did. Oh, I saw them over there. Nah, honey, you can just have some cool points, some cool beans about yourself. But on the other side, you're very creative. You know, you love to make things with your hands or bring things into creation. You can be the catalyst of your family. Even with your family, sometimes they may not like you because you tell the truth or honest truth about you. So you find yourself them drifting away from you too as well. But they always seem to come back, especially when it comes to money, counseling, or helping, or you know, if somebody bring you a baby, you're like, you know, they ain't my baby, or they ain't your baby, or that's not real, that's not fake, you know. So it's kind of like what's true and what's false. Like the North Node and South Node right now. It's in Gemini and Sagittarius right now. So the truth is being revealed. It's going to be exposed. So you know, you're going to be exposing yourself, or they expose themselves, or they're exposing their secrets to you. And also, you know, when it comes to, you're very good at information and helping people out as well. So you're always in the community or working for a third party or doing some kind of legal service.
Thank you. Empress, Ella G, 3, 5. Uh-oh. My curtain fell down. Okay, so 3, 5.
Oh, March 5th.
That's
Okay.
not curtain.
This is interesting because the other caller was born 5/3, and they were born on the 12th. Well, where the first person that Kai just read was a water sign with a fire number, this person is a earth sign with a fire number. Excuse me. This person is a water sign with an air number, and what that means is not only feelings and emotions, but also a level of intellect, a level of wisdom and knowledge and learning, and a level of curiosity. And normally, the birthday of this person says they may have walked at a very early age, just before they were 5 years old. They may have, they're very quick learners, quick in thought and action. And since this year is the year of the 5, that means they're in a 9 personal year. Now, how I get this personal year, if for those that are wondering, you simply take the month and day you are born and you add it to the year you want to know about. So this, you can say, well, what's going to be the year 3030? What year I'll be in? Take the month and day you were born and add it to 3030, and you'll know, even though you won't be here at that time, okay? But you still know that had I lived that long, I would be in this personal year. So in this particular case, March the 5th, they would be in what is called a 4 personal year. This is a foundational cycle. This is the cycle where you lay the cornerstone or the groundwork to anything worthwhile. So it's like anything. Before you build a building, you got to lay the foundation. And once you lay the foundation, then you can build upon that structure. So that's kind of what this person is in. And a lot of times people don't like this particular cycle because it symbolizes a box. Like 2020 last year was a 4. And people were boxed in, literally. You couldn't go out, you couldn't do this, that, and the other. But at the same time, 4 is one of those cycles that what you put in is what you get back. So if this person makes no effort to put in anything, please don't expect anything to come back to you. And because 4 is about being proficient and efficient and productive and stuff like that, and prudent, that means they should pay themselves first. That would be the golden rule. I don't care whatever check they get, just peel off some and put it aside for you, like squirrels when they get nuts just before the winter comes. So this way, when the year comes, you could almost have enough money where you surprise yourself by what you've accumulated. But you know, bills are going to be taken care of. There's a lot of moratoriums on a lot of things right now: rent and gas, electric, this, that, and the other. So it's not that you're not going to pay it because it's a moratorium. It's not a forgiveness. This is why people got to come up with all that money later on. But the point is, right now, take advantage of it to put some of that money in your pocket into your savings account. Let it draw a little interest or whatever if you can. And therefore, and by the way, the cycle that they're in also deals with reconnection from the past too. And they're lucky members of the 5, 6, and 3, and their best days are Monday, Friday, and Thursday in that order. And they tend to do well in March, May, and June, September, October, and the month of December as well.
Thank you, Lloyd.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Our next person, I like the name, is called G Mac.
G
Mac is January 1st. January 1st.
Return of the Mac, huh? What's that? Return of the Mac. January 1st. Person is a self-starter, a self-sufficient kind of person. He really don't like taking too many orders. He's the first out of his family to either go to school, start his own business, have his child first to graduate. He is the first to do something in his family to be recognized as. So when anybody comes see him, they already know what to expect when they come see him. Okay, y'all know how I roll and how I go. So if he have a job, he has an office job, don't come to me until after about 12, 1 o'clock after I get my work done. If you want to come talk to me, come spill the beans. Otherwise, I got to get the work done because I ain't got time to be chit-chatting around. So this person is going through a 7 cycle personal year. So this would be a year that you join partnership, maybe some legal service, legal advice, maybe even some secrets coming out being revealed about you or family members or whoever may be around you in your relationship and your affairs. But visualize what you want to manifest come the next year, because next year is going to be a more focal point for you. So what you made your blueprint for this year, what you visualize and what you put together, your dreams, things, write those things down, because next year you got to put these things into play and don't hold yourself back.
All right, Mac, you got the word. The next person is Uma, EUMA Takiya, TIKYAH, March 27th.
This person is a fire sign with a fire number. Now, fire brings to anything energy, heat, determination, passion, get up and go, determination. So when they hear the word "I'm fired up," that's exactly what that means. This means this person would be very proactive about things. This person would exhibit a lot of leadership abilities, what is called self-determination, to be the master of their fate, the captain of them ship. Normally, when you talk to a person born on this day, they normally think they're the greatest thing since ice cream the last time they checked. Thank you. Well at all. You know what I'm saying? And so because of that, they, like number ones, like to be in charge of their own destiny, determine what is best for them. They're global, universal, international. But whether this is a male or female, the challenge is that they should not become the best of friends with alcohol. You know, when alcohol was introduced in this country to the indigenous people, they referred to it as firewater.
Yeah.
For some reason, nines tend to become very friendly with alcohol. In fact, I talked to a client who the woman told me that the husband knew that alcohol was, he was a number 9, a double 9, and therefore always abstained from it. Now, it's not that all nines have to watch out for it, but there's some nines where they'll have a taste for it that could cause them to, because see, 9 can also lose quick temperedness, okay? And you'll have a person who is over drinking in an argument.
Yeah.
Next thing they know, when they come out of this fog, somebody hurt or injured or whatever the case is like that. And so, you know, and we have to understand all decisions we make have consequences to them, good, bad, or different. And so in this case, this is what I always advise on number 9. They may say, well, I never touch alcohol. Well, that makes it even better for them. But at the same time, they have to be careful and cautious, because one of the things that Kai and I teach is also about the ethics of, you got to do right by people.
Yes.
Now, people think they're getting away, like some people we know that's all in the news, but when the comma hit, and they say comma is a you know what, all right?
Yes.
It's just a matter of how it is, and it's almost like a slingshot. The further back you pull the slingshot and let it go, bam. That's all I'm saying. So I'm sure this person is very nice, very friendly. Don't take orders well, need to run their own business. And their lucky numbers are the 9, 6, and 3. And their best days are Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. And they're blessed with 6 months out of the year, always connected back to back from March, April, and May to October, November, and December.
Beautiful. Thank you, Lloyd. The next person is Pat W. She is March 10th. Boy, we had a lot of Marches. We had a lot of Junes.
And notice mostly water signs. Mostly water signs too.
Yeah.
Wow. Well,
that makes sense.
Yeah, but the moon has been in Cancer right now until it goes to Leo tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay. So Pat W is March 10th. Not March 10th. I'm sorry. Excuse me. May 10th.
Same thing. No.
Sorry, yo.
I'm kidding.
So last year was, even though the pandemic was here, but it was still for him to really make a way and start something new, start a new business, start new alliances, or it felt like a new beginning for you, for the next. So this is what you have to think about. Last year was your first year of setting the stage for your next 8 years to come. So what you planted last year is getting watered this year. And just know when things get watered, they don't come up fast. They don't come up quick. So you have to make sure that you watering, you nurturing, you loving, and speaking love into yourself, love into your seeds and your foundation that you're trying to build. And it's going to be more slow moving, slow motion. You're going to have some ups and downs, some out of the blue, and also some emotional withdrawal as well too. So, and also with some issues, if you're a man, woman, a female, the male, or with some family members, or there'll be women in your life to become more of a significant that will help you lead the way that will help you lead the way or show you some ropes and skills in your life. But the main thing is make sure you put some money up and don't spend it. Put it up for those rainy days because you're in the water season, rainy days. So make sure you invest in yourself first before you invest in other people. And it's more emotional, so try to control your temper as well too, because you may have a little bit of outbursts from time to time.
I want to say something about emotions. Emotions can trigger stress hormones and cortisol, which can trigger other things if you have not dealt with those things that cause the emotional triggers. Because what happens is when you start being emotional, like with anger, worry, stress, I gotta get this. It releases chemicals. We have over 114 chemicals. Our bodies are literally a pharmacy. So you have to understand that is in this particular situation, is this going to be loving to me if I react to this situation? The issue is, yes, we're going to have those times, but how long are you going to stay in it? You can't stay in a fight or flight situation because we can trigger those hormones with just a thought. So we have to be careful. So when we talk about man, know thyself, we really don't know ourselves. And during this pandemic, I am learning so much about my body and the energies that affect our bodies. Energy affects matter, not the other way around. Matter to matter doesn't work. It's energy to matter that changes things. This is what I'm learning. And it's in these times, I actually saw how when the brain learns something, how the neurons, you can actually see how they connect. Live, I saw that, how they really connect when you learn something new or when you change your belief systems.
Yes.
So in this time, the time of reset, we really have to change and transform our belief system and not live in the past, because you can't go into the future by counting on the things that you know. Everything is in the now. It's about the now is where all possibilities take place. So do your best to stay in the now and be aware of your thoughts, because thoughts create reality for real. And some people are addicted to their own thoughts because they're chemicals. You can be addicted to feeling sorry for yourself and all those things that come with it. I'm learning that.
Maybe down a psychopath.
I'm telling you. So the final reading for this evening is Regina Ward, and she is July 1st. And after we get finished with that, I'm going to read out some various frequencies that people can use. If you use them every day, at least for 21 days, they can change your cells. Okay, and they can reset your mind, body, and spirit. But you know how they have been programming us for this so-called thing.
Man,
it's been over 21 days, so people are really programmed to believe. And if you believe something long enough,
it become reality.
So here we go. Regina Ward, January. Listen to me.
July 1st.
July 1st.
It's interesting. Mostly Cancers and Pisces got in today with your water sign, so that kind of makes sense. In the case of Sister Ward, she is really born to lead. And so it tells me she is very determined, very original, very unique and pioneering in her thinking, actions, words, and deeds. It also indicates that she doesn't take orders well. It doesn't surprise me if she doesn't hold some position of responsibility, whether it's a manager, an administrator, manager, supervisor, director, head of a department, or whatever the case is. And she has one of those pioneering spirits where she likes to take charge and has always been kind of an old spirit disguised and wrapped up in a young temple. And she will find that as she gets older and all this wisdom comes together, it will benefit her greatly, as it probably has now, to take charge of things, to break new ground, to become more original and daring and innovative in all the things they do. This year, this person is in a 4 cycle year, which means they're about the business of laying the cornerstone to important projects, plans, ideas, endeavors, and things of that nature. It also indicates that they're coming up in about late March, April. She's going to be reconnecting with someone from the past that she haven't seen or heard from in a long time. But for the most part, what she puts in is what she gets back. Just that simple. Yet she also allow for the unexpected. So she's the kind of person that thinks that everything is going to go according to the plan, like in a book or in a movie. That's not going to happen in the real world. So she's going to have to allow some wiggle room for flexibility, a little unexpected, a little sudden or out of the ordinary things to occur, and she'll be fine. But along the way, though, she'll find that Aquarians and Geminis and Leos will help her, as well as anybody born on the 1st, the 4th, the 10th, the 13th, the 19th, 22nd, 28th, or 31st of any month.
Lloyd.
I didn't do it.
Empress Kaya and Brother Lloyd, can you give out the information? But I don't want you to go yet because we're going to have some fun with these frequencies.
Kaya
Because
first.
there's different numbers and everything like this. So as I was reading the different frequencies, I said, oh, ooh, wow.
And they all add up, and all those frequencies add up to either a 3, 6, or 9 when we add them up.
Yeah. So, Empress Kaya, can you give out your information, please?
All of it.
Yes. My website is www.kyafrench.com. That's kyafrench.com. My Instagram is Know Your Numbers, KNOWYOURNUMB 3RS, the number 3RS. That's my Instagram. Also my email, if you want to email me, knowyournumbers@gmail.com. I also write the horoscope for the New York Amsterdam News. Let me just show you, just one moment. If I can find on the right page. This is one of the beginning ones. Anyways, at the New York, if you live in New York, it's also locally and internationally as well. On page 18, you can read my column, and you will also see those. I post them on my Instagram as well. So when you read the paper in the city, it reads one way. When you read it on the internet, if you go to the NewYorkAmsterdamNews.com, it reads another way. And also, if you read it on my Instagram, I give a whole total different feel on my Instagram page as well too. And also, Lloyd and I write a newsletter every month. It's a moon letter. It's very free. You can go to my website or his website to sign up for it. And I do have one special right now. It's a forecast for 3 months. This is my first column that I wrote. So if you can see that. And Lloyd and I have a free monthly newsletter. You can go to my website, SANFORD, to receive your free monthly moon newsletter. Also, on my website, I have a few additional offers, specials that you can also purchase as well. And you can also donate on my website at the donate button.
Thank you. Brother Lloyd.
Very good. Okay. I have books on the market that people can order from Amazon.com, from Numbers in You to these 3 books that I got in the back of me right there. The green one is for the workshop that goes with my work, my online course. The rose color one is about relationships. That's the hot one that everybody want to know. Can we get along or can we not get along? And the blue one is I updated my orange book, Numbers in You, a numerology guide for everyday living. You can go to my website, Lloyd-Strayhorn.com. So I will spell it LLOYD Strayhorn, STRAYHORN, like it sounds.com, and sign up for our free monthly newsletter that Kai and I produces every month. Or you gotta, we ask for your birthday, but you don't have to give it, and you don't even have to give it a year. But if you want to get it though, you got to give it an email so we can send it to you.
Yeah.
Then also my online course that's now in 56 countries, translated in 22 languages, is now on sale. And the first course is called Learn from Lloyd, How to Read a Person Like a Book. My intermediate and advanced course is called Learn from Lloyd, The Next Step in Numerology. Both those courses between now and tomorrow are on sale only for $30. Actually,
Wow.
$30. Okay. It's a $200 value that you can get now for $30, but sales don't wait all day. So this is the year of opportunities. 5 represents opportunities. So you can't fool around now. You blink and you're going to have to pay the full price, which I don't mind. But at the same time, you should get this because all of you should have a knowledge of esoterically how numbers work, because numerology is an ancient African science. And that in and of itself is the reason why we should begin to reclaim some of our ancient history in the metaphysical realm, okay? Astrology and all that too. So I got that. I'm on Instagram under Numbers in You, Facebook under Numbers in You, Twitter under Numbers in You, and LinkedIn under Numbers and You also. I offer sales. I do readings. All you got to do is go to my website and sign on, and I will schedule mini readings, half hour, hour. I make charts available for relationships, personal year forecasts in case you want them and stuff like that. So Kai and I offer different services in our own respective way, but our goal is to service you so you can be in the right place at the right time in harmony with the universe.
Also, 2 things, Lloyd. Well, 2 things. If you want to know about our upcoming event, make sure you do sign up for the newsletter, because we will put that in our newsletter. And I'll just give a little hint. We'll be in Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia. Also, Lloyd, aren't those 3 your books behind you right now?
Yes, those are the books I was talking about. The green one, the rose one, and the blue one. The green it's a companion to the online course. The rose is about relationships. It's called Lloyd's Numbers in You Relationship Book, and how we react with people. In other words, why is it we can meet a person for the first time and feel like we've known them? And then why is it we meet a person for another time and they didn't say anything, but we just not feeling it? We all have our aura or energy field that we project. And the blue one, of course, is a companion to the original book, Numbers in You, a numerology guide for everyday living. Thank you.
Thank you.
And yes, we will be in Atlanta the last weekend in March for a fundraiser.
So support Black-owned business like Lloyd.
That's what it's for.
I don't care if you give $1. You're gonna receive your blessings in tenfold. So just give. If the person on the street and they homeless or they out there making their own money because they don't want to go work for the other person. So just give them $1, 50 cents, whatever you can.
I'm telling you, it works.
Yeah.
And also you can donate on my website via Cash App or donate through PayPal, just like Kai. You can donate and Cash App and PayPal on her site too.
And you can also donate to the LanceScurv network. And
Kufunya too, please.
Yeah.
I'll leave out the screen, okay? Thank you.
Lance, there's a big time difference between the East Coast, the Midwest.
Mm-hmm.
Ghana is 5 hours ahead. So it's almost 9 o'clock. So that's 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. It's 2 a.m. And I just give thanks to Brother Lance.
There he is. That's it, my buddy.
Yeah, for being here. It's very, very important that we give reciprocity to the ones, because everybody, including the people in the chat, could have been somewhere else, but we're right here with you this evening. So before we close, I want people to get paper and pen, pen and paper or pencil. Because hello?
No, I'm just playing. I'm acting like I'm sleeping. Listen, but I'll still be up when you wake up. I got a ton of work to do, and I'm not sleeping no time soon. I just want to say that before I hide out, whatever. But yeah, thanks for the
My man, that's my buddy.
get me going.
So we're going to talk about frequencies. Now, everything is a frequency. Everything is an energy. Everything, even us right here, we're vibrating on certain frequencies. Okay. But because we're on this planet, we get knocked out of imbalance because some of the foods we eat, the thoughts, the people who we're around, the old thought systems, the society that has hoodwinked mostly everybody on the planet. So there's ways and means for people to get into their balance again. But remember, just like they've been programming for how many months now, Kaya?
I mean, years. How about years? They've been programming us for years.
So it takes 21 days for a program to be set in your mind. Okay. So we have to undo those things so you can reclaim your power back, so you can reclaim that energy back. So the first frequency, and it happens to be the 7th frequency, is 963 hertz. 963 hertz. And what that does, it restores the spirit to its original settings, connected to the light of the Creator. So that's 963, which equals to a number 9 when you...
Yes, they're all 9, 6, and 3. Nikola Tesla, the great inventor, says that the most sacred and important numbers are the 3, 6, and 9. So if you look at every single frequency, it'll either add up to a 3 or a 6 or a 9.
The next one, I hope everybody got that, because I'm not sending anything out to anybody. I might. It all depends. Anyway, so 963 restores the spirit to its original settings, connected to the light of the geometry of divinity or God, the Creator, the head creator.
That makes sense.
The next frequency is 852. It awakens intuition and returns your vibration into spiritual order. 852. What does that add up to, Lloyd?
15, 6.
Oh, go ahead, brother.
Senses.
I'm telling you. The next one is 741 hertz. 741 hertz.
That's 12. That's a 3.
That's spiritual too, as well. Creation.
It leads into the power of self-expression and cleanses the cells of toxins. So you can listen to these while you're sleeping as well. I do while I'm resting.
And for people that don't know, they can go to YouTube and just type in the frequency number they want, and it'll be played for them. And that's what they sleep on or meditate on, all depending on what the frequency needs are for them.
The next one, oh boy, this is something else, is 639.
That's in refer to the first one, 963.
And so it enhances tolerance and love, communication, and strengthens relationships.
Everybody should play that frequency then.
639 hertz.
Yeah.
639 hertz. The next one is 528 hertz.
15.
6.
Yes, thank you, dear.
A natural frequency of the earth, and it repairs DNA, transformation, and brings miracles into your life. That is the frequency of 528. The next frequency is 417 hertz.
12.
3.
Thank you.
It cleanses trauma and change. It deals with trauma and change. Okay. And here we go. The 396 hertz transforms grief into joy.
I see how they do it.
So these, and there's a 432 one that is also.
That's a 9.
It deals with the earth frequencies of healing as well. So Mama Earth, no matter what, there's always a counter. You don't have to stay in misery. You don't have to stay in poverty. It's what you're thinking. What are you broadcasting into that quantum field, the unified field? What are you broadcasting?
And notice these frequencies are described in what? Numbers.
There you go.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Yes. So I wanted to share that information with you because I'm also using these different frequencies, and there is a frequency of God tone. So if people are interested in having that frequency, it's very, very powerful. Don't call me tonight. Just send me a text saying I want the God tone frequencies, the God tones of healing frequencies. There's a number of different frequencies. Let me tell you what they are. Hold on.
And there's also something called hemisync, where it's left brain and right brain together. Put that on, wake up feeling all different, but it takes some days, 7 to 21 days, to be consistent in what you do, and your brain will be in sync. Not totally, but you will start to feel the difference.
And what is the name of that again, Kaya?
Hemisync.
Yeah, HEMISPHERIC.
Let me see if it's
thinking both hemispheres, left and right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes. I'm trying to see if I put it in my phone, but that's the only one that I will be sending out to people. Hold on a second. Let me see. Because I'm taking notes. I'm learning. I want the neurons to connect. I want to create new genes, because we can do that. Let me see if I could find for healing, for bringing the the website is Hemisynchronization. Those are very good. I use those before as well. They're very, very good. I mean, everything is mind, and mind is a frequency. So are there any closing remarks?
The frequency too.
Thank you. Woo! Thank you.
And if you swing it around, if you got that thing around it, it'll make a sound.
Let me do it on here. It's not on stable ground, so.
Yeah. So, like, you can put those on your body. It's like using tuning forks. Like when Real Niggas comes on, we're gonna have a really, really good time because that brother is a very kind soul and he's very informed. You know what I'm saying? I just like to bring people who are real, number one, who live from their hearts and want to see people winning. I love to see people winning.
Yeah, me too.
That's my MO. I love seeing people winning. I love to see people successful.
Yeah.
I love to help people where I can, from the lowest to the highest. And people, money is good. Money helps you build communities. Money helps you with wellness centers. Money can put you where you can put water where water is not in certain villages and whatnot. Money can help. So, you know, we were talking about Hyper Fund Global yesterday on the conference call, and Brother Lance is going to make that available to those who want it. And it's about prosperity through blockchain technology, digital. And I think one of the reasons why it has come about is because to allow, I should say, people to have an equal playing field on the resources that are from the earth, because the resources don't belong to 1%. We're here. We all should have access to that if you want it. There's no such thing, you know, the program that we received is we should leave the earth, we should die to go to heaven, and that's when we'll get our riches. In the meantime,
but where is heaven and hell? It's right here on earth. It ain't up, it ain't down, it's right here, both of them.
So those are some of the beliefs that has to be changed. And if you think logically, you know, thoughts are things, and you could act as if, like even the personality of Jesus Christos said, act as if it's already happening. Act as if you're rich. Pretend like you were a little kid. Imagine. And if you use the word abracadabra, I create as I speak. Abracadabra. Okay?
That falls under the law of attraction.
Exactly. The other thing is we are now claiming affluency. I am affluent. Affluent means things flow to me.
Right.
They flow. So it's like what you put out, it comes back to you. You know? So everybody in the chat, abracadabra.
Abracadabra.
I like that. I like that. That sounds right. Abracadabra.
Yeah, abracadabra. And I think I told this story before. When my son was in he was in the 3rd or 4th grade, we were applying for a program, and he was touching everything on the person's desk. So the person said to him, "What's the magic word, Jelani?" And he said, "Abracadabra."
And it is the magic word.
And the person said, "No, the word is please." And Jelani said, "Abracadabra." I couldn't.
Oh, he did say, "What is the magic word?"
He wasn't even. Was he 7? Maybe he was 7 or 8 or something like that. But the way he said it was like, my God, he's paying attention. Abracadabra.
That is the magic word.
As I speak.
Yeah.
So I thank each and every one.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Queen.
I want to speak to Brother Lance. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Hello.
Lance.
Brother Lance, is there a way that you can change the banner so people won't get confused about the tax?
Yeah, thing? I work some magic. Yeah. I work
Abracadabra.
Right, work some magic.
Abracadabra.
You really see what's in front of me, like right now. You want to show you real quick? I'm gonna show you real quick. Okay, look at this. I'm gonna do it real quick because I ain't giving away my secrets now to the general public. Ooh, see? Yeah, I'm sitting here like Captain Kirk. Now the camera's all crooked now, but I'm sitting here like Captain Kirk. in front of all of this stuff, the lights, everything, and I'm like, I'm multitasking on 4 computers. Bing, 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 bing. I feel like a DJ, right?
Yeah.
And that's just a little bit because most of the stuff is still packed away, right? So this is a temporary stuff.
Thank you,
Yeah,
thank you for everything. Thank you for providing the conference link.
Yeah. And I'll know Zoom next time. I'm going to study it this week. I'm going to know it in and out. The plugins that I have to add in. And I want to say to everybody to go into the forum, the new forum that we started out. It's going to be on the site, LanceScurv.com. Let me just drop it right here again.
Okay.
Well, it's right there on the bottom, scrolling across. Melanie, I'm going to redo that. But this thing here is the bomb. I just want to say, all you do is go to LanceScurv.com and look under forums, under the header, you'll see forums or that exact link. Register. It's nothing to register. Very easy to register. Also, you can do private messages. You can put your profile picture up. It's just like Facebook in a way. The different forums on spirituality, they're empty now, right? But we're going to make conversation there. Parenting, spirituality, sports, breaking news, finance, investments, all these different things. So every show that we do, the category that it fits under, we'll put it in there and people can go there and discuss, but you can shoot them private messages and share video, share links. It's just like everything else, but it'll be stable. And there's a whole lot of stuff that's there already. So it's in-house on the site. It's not moving now as fast, but as it populates, because I want to make sure it populates, I'm going to do some things to draw people in over there. But once it starts, it's a wrap. And I won't censor you as long as you follow the commenting policy of respecting each other. But you can debate now. It's okay to disagree. But I'm going to be like the police, and I'll be hiding in the corner, and you fly out.
Ready to give them a ticket.
Yeah.
Right?
And Lance, I think we want to do the Zoom this coming Sunday.
Okay, I'm going to study that. I have to study it. It's very simple. It's just like, and I'll say this little joke. When you're used to driving and shifting in the middle, right? And your car is in the shop and your friend says, take my car. And theirs is in the column. And so you're not used to that. So you reach for the one in the middle. It's not there. So it just takes a little getting used to. It's very simple. But I like to do everything right. I hate to have malfunctions. Once I start, it's a wrap. So if all of us who want to come on and just call me, I'm sitting right here probably 14 hours a day. Okay. So that's why with the circulation, I have this table. Like I said before, I'm gonna hit a button. I'm still sitting down. Watch what happens. Watch what happens. Watch what happens. It's like I'm sinking. And this bad boy can go up pretty high, right? It's the same way it can go real low. So, I can stand up and work. You know what I mean? So that's the time. So it's not like I'm sitting down and I made it a little too low. I don't want to go too low now. But anyway, stop it, Kufunya. Stop it. We're gonna have one of them shows too. But like I said, I just want to thank you for populating this platform, which is your platform, with good content that we all benefit from on so many different ways. I'm not stingy like these guys. Oh man, you can't start hating on you. No, I love it because I want that dash between my date of birth and the date of transition to mean something instead just a dash.
Yeah.
On a friend of mine had posted up the tombstone of Muhammad Ali. It didn't have a birth date. It didn't have a date of transition. It just said Ali. Wow. That was dope because you already know what his life was about. You know what I mean? So I don't need all of that. I just want to say LanceScurv. That's it. If you don't know me, whatever. But I want it to mean something. And the only way it's going to mean something is if we share this energy with an intensity and sense of urgency. Because a lot of people are watching more than what YouTube will let you know. If you see that it says 3,000 or 4,000 hits, they got me. Look, I found out this week that in Ashburn, Virginia, that has been watching me. There's an agency, a government agency watching. It's the CIA. Because so many interesting people come, and we have an organic grassroots movement here of real people. Not that we did anything wrong, but because there were some people who came on that they were watching, that we're going to keep watching him. I'm like that corner store that doesn't do anything, but the drug dealers are outside, so they end up watching me. They know I'm not doing nothing. But like I said, it's all good. We're going to keep going, and I want to keep growing. This is what I do. So help me out by coming on. just help me by coming on. And we have good content. I'm doing the work. I'm learning tutorials, little tricks. Everything is getting better. If you look at the show from 5 years ago or 7 years ago, like, it's kind of cheesy. It's just a matter of making it good and putting in the elbow grease. You know what I mean? So it justifies and validates me. Well, all you got to do is just come on and just do a show. You know what I mean? I love that.
Thank you, man. We love you too, buddy.
I wanted to say, somebody in the chat wanted to know, Lloyd, do you have Cash App?
Yes, it's $ numbers and you.
$ number and you is Brother Lloyd's Cash App.
Yeah, and that should be on my website. It should be on my website. Cash App, $ numbers and you.
And
I think it's still pinned to the top.
What the magic word was? It's abracadabra.
Yes.
Abracadabra. Okay? Abracadabra.
Yeah.
That is the magic word. Okay? And let me see if there's anything else that somebody's saying in the chat. Let me see. Let me see.
More like, private versus public,
And I will say this in our closing. Kai and I very, very much appreciate, Lance, what you're doing. Kufunya especially, who know that it all started out. Kufunya just texted me, said, would I like to be on the show? And the rest is history. That's it.
And, somebody wanted to know, where do we get the pyramids, Kaya?
Kaya.
Okay, hold on. Let me just get the correct email. Okay, I mean the correct website where you can go on there and you can order it. And I would also give you her contact number. Just hold on 1 second. Okay.
And it's also, I think it's also in the chat, but go ahead and give it.
Oh yeah. Okay. So her website is www.A as in apple, U as in umbrella, D as in dog, R as in rat, A as in apple, N as in night, I as in igloo, T as in Tom, and E as in Edward.com. So audronite.com, AUDRANITE.com. Her website is Audronite77, Audronite, AUDRANITE77. You can also contact Audrey at 313-758-1381. Once again, that is 313-758-1381.
And if you want to donate to Audronite, it's $ Audronite777.
Yes.
Cash App, Audronite, AUDRANITE 777. Yeah, I see yours, Kufunya. Oh yeah. Oh, she gave you a big one. She gave you a big one.
That's beautiful.
I sleep with my pyramid.
Me too. Me too. Me too. Yeah. I didn't put it in the sun during the day.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes,
I want your show and just push it and just have everybody enlightened about that so they can continue to sell more. We can keep that flow going. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's very important
also,
when you do that.
Lance, when you get a chance, send me the mailing address. I can send
right after the show. I'm gonna do it right after the show. You know, I gotta say it's complicated because to send it here and the duty fees and stuff. So we got a way around that kind of sorta. You know what I mean? So yeah. It's kind of crazy over here with mail. It's not the same where you mail something that goes right to somebody's house. It's a little different over here. You know,
yeah,
in this particular
yeah. Lance,
right.
you got a birthday coming up in less than 2 months.
Yes, I'll be 58 years old, April 8th, 1963. Yeah. So I want to do a few things to kind of knock off 5 or 6 years in my look. So I can be the prettiest, YouTuber of all times because I'm going to stay here a long time to be here with Lloyd Strayhorn, Kaya French, and Sister Kufunya, and Priscilla G, because I'm going to be the greatest YouTuber of all times.
Yeah,
and you sound good imitating Muhammad Ali because he was born on the 8th just like you.
Yeah, ain't that something? Ain't that something?
On the 17th of January, 1942.
Wow.
Wow. Well, brothers and sisters, you know, there I go, there I go, there I go, there I go.
Frankie Crocker.
Oh yeah.
Thank you so much.
And thank you so much, Kai. I saw the love. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You gotta donate, right? You gotta donate.
And I want to thank Steve. Send me a donation. Thank you, Steve. Bless you. Bless you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank
yes.
you. Thank you so much.
Reciprocity is everything.
Yes.
You know, and what goes around comes around. Everything is energy. Let's go get it. We got Jupiter, we got Saturn, we got Aquarius, all on our side. So if you want to sit down and mope around and not listen, this is I'm even going to learn a language. I got huh?
I said yes, you got to.
That's
English
right.
is a bastard language. This is not even our language.
The Rosetta
I got jokes, Kufunya. You know I got jokes, but I'll save that. Because you were saying the planets, how they rule over. Yeah, I heard somebody earlier say today, they said, oh, you know, over Christopher Street, the planet that rules over is Uranus. But I'll just be quiet about that. I'll keep it decent.
Thank you, everyone.
I got it, Lance. I got
it. Thank you.
I get slap happy around 3 o'clock in the morning. So,
Empress Ella G. Thank you, everyone who tuned in and share out this broadcast. We're going to have a different banner. Lance is going to hook that up for us because we don't want people confused. Oh, I thought it was going to be about taxes. Yes, it was. We're going to reschedule the gentleman on Brother Kwesi another day. So I'm thankful once again for Brother Lloyd and Sister Kaya French for coming in.
Thank you
early.
Thank you very much.
And Brother Lance, you're the man.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I'm just a man, but you know, sometimes.
Man, right?
Lloyd Strayhorn is the man because I grew up listening to him. Can I ask you something? You were on WWRL, right, Lloyd?
I was on WWRL, WLIB, WBLS. I
grew up on you, man. I grew up on you. And Jerry Bledsoe, and back in the days, and Lloyd Strayhorn. I mean, I was a kid and I was listening. I'm like, now look at this day and age. Beautiful. If you told me, because you know, you hear radio personalities, it's like they're beyond, they're stars. You're a star to me. Seriously.
No, I'm Lloyd. I like being Lloyd.
No, I know. But you got to give props, like the effect. Yes. It's like when Mike Tyson met Muhammad Ali, he was always awestruck by him. So your name is so permeated because when I was telling friends, they're like, I know that name. Oh, I know him. I'm like, yeah, you know, we were talking on the phone the other day. No, because it's near and dear. It's the real thing. It's not the manufactured Hollywood thing. It's organic. It's in our village. And yes, I know you're accessible. And I know you like being Lloyd, but I got to give props, man. You know, you have a heck of a body of work that I would love to get 20% of with what I do here. And that's bringing back the old days. And the old days were the sweetest days. You are the golden years in the present, and you inspire me because of that.
Boy, voice travel. Like if you know you heard his voice one time and you ain't heard it again, you know that's Lloyd.
Exactly.
I ain't been time. Yes, Brother Lloyd. Thank you. But I love what I do. I've been very, very blessed. I've met so many people around the world, from politicians to Hollywood people. I mean, I've just been very blessed. And now, and you know, and like Kufunya and I've been knowing each other, got to be about at least 20 years, right, Kufunya?
What?
Gotta be. I said we've been knowing each other at least 20 years, for example.
I think maybe less than 20.
Less than 20? Okay, then we're showing our age. But we've been knowing each other for a minute, that's for sure.
Yeah, for a minute. No, seriously, for a minute, you know. And that's ever since King Simon started having you know, programs and whatnot.
So wait a second. If you both know each other for about 20 years, let's just say that means y'all met when you were 7 years old.
You got it. You got it. You got it. That's our number, 7'2". Nothing personal, but you're the only non-7 on this.
But I'm telling you, Brother Lloyd, it may seem like a very long time, but I remember when I started seeing you around King Simon's events and everything. And I remember, like Lance, listening to you on those programs, and I'm saying, boy, I would like to call up and get a reading, but I never did do it. But now look at me, I'm like,
It's even better. See, this one got even better.
Yes. So I'm thankful. I am grateful.
Me too. Me too.
Just, it's just a thought. I said, I wonder if Lloyd would be interested in coming on the platform. And look, I met Kaya. I met Audra.
Yeah.
I mean, Brother Lance and Lloyd are going to be doing something together. And it's about partnership and pulling together. It's about Harambe.
Yeah.
And Kaya and I will be doing something at a show, thanks to Lance, to be announced.
Yes. I'm waiting for that. We just let it pull out. These are the golden years. We have it in us. We're gonna bring it back. Those days back in the 70s, I listened to the AM radio and stuff like that, and it was just so sweet. It didn't have as much channels now, but it was quality. And that's the sunshine and the music that I have inside of me. I want to bring that back. It doesn't have to be about me. Just come onto the platform and let's create some memorable times, informative times, and that feeling of togetherness, because the way things are going now in the world, in the engineered system, it's made to make us disconnected and lonely. We should not be feeling that. There should be a smile on everybody's face when they watch this show. And it's like food. It's like, man, I can't get this nowhere else. It's organic. And I feel like I know these folks for all my life. That's all I want.
Right into you. Right into
you. And I thank you. And no matter what, I mean, I know the Mondays are, programmed for me. And I'm glad that, I'm able to build on this platform. I really, really am. I'm
here to do the work.
I'm thankful
to you do it well, Lance. God bless you too.
Thank you.
Yes.
So everybody have a good night until next time. You know what I'm saying? We stay fit.
That's right.
Love and blessing and get some rest.
Yes.
Don't let nobody cut you off your square. Get you off your square. You stay focused. Stay focused.
Yes. That's right. Thank you.
See you later, everybody.
Okay. All right. Okay, Lloyd. Okay, Kaya. Kufunya.
Yes,
all right. Y'all get some sleep because I'll be up. When y'all wake up, I'll be up. Serious. We play a little music and then we'll. I know Kufunya's out there dancing somewhere, right? Get a little video I'm going to put up shortly, short one. And the show that they did, what was it, on Sunday? About the blockchain and cryptocurrency and the investments like that. I wanted to get permission to do so. I'm gonna work on that tonight. It's definitely gonna be up by tomorrow. I have a lot of shooting to do tomorrow with video, and I didn't do as much today because I had a lot of stuff running around to do. But I did one, but I'll do like 50 tomorrow. You know how I do. But the content will keep on coming. And again, for me, this is the golden years for me. I feel so good. I may be physically away on another continent right now, but through the magic of technology, I feel connected. Right now, I'm like that little boy who has a transistor radio, right next to my ear, and a little white transistor radio, listening to WWRL and hearing Lloyd Strayhorn and Jerry Bledsoe and Bob Law and all of these names from back then. And I'm happy. It's different now. It's not a transistor radio. It's all of this technology. I have more things coming to make things better, but it gives me the same good feeling. So for me to sit here and listen to them and just help along and just be that, I love to be behind the scenes also. Don't get me wrong. I can do in front of the camera, but I love to be behind the scenes and know that, wow, this is some good stuff I'm getting. I can't wait. I can let that cat out the bag where I'm going to be looking to do different events here in Ghana that are edifying, that you probably won't get a chance to see because they just didn't have it. I'll be going to do these things. At first, I'm going to just give my time and just say, hey, I want to videotape this and put this up on YouTube and share some things that are good that, again, you probably won't see at all because there'll be nobody to share it like that. In the interviews and the people, but we're doing a lot of things, a lot of projects right now. So I'm here, but it's not like I'm just free and be able to get around and whatever and have these things happen. But I'm like, but there's something coming up very soon that I have to attend. There's several days. I'm going to be there every single day. and get the nitty gritty and make you feel it. You know what I mean? Not just somebody on the stage talking, but after it's over, just walk with the crowd and walk outside and just make you feel like you're there. That's what I specialize in. I don't just want to do these up against the wall presentations where it's just, flat. I want to make you feel like you're there all the way to the end. You're like, dang, I really feel like I was there. I don't have to spend that money on that plane ticket. Because Scurv got me in the crowd and all over Ghana and all over the motherland. Because wherever I go, the camera comes with me. If I go outside and take out the garbage, I got the camera with me. Trust me. If I go to the corner store, I got the camera with me. I ain't missing nothing. If it's something that's not really noteworthy, I'll let it slide. But if it happens around me, I'm going to catch it. If I see a ratchet fight now, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to have to break the sisters up or my brothers up. We don't want to do stuff like that. But if it's two of them other types of people there, I'm going to get it. Anyway, I'm going to sign off from this. I got some stuff to do. Make sure to look at the bottom, scrolling across. You want to sign up for the forum. It's going to be popping. And I will be there a lot. When I'm on the site, which is most of the time, and the message comes through, I will be there. I'm going to make it more easier to get to me there than over the telephone. And we have the beautiful Olivia Linden coming on tomorrow night, I think around maybe 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but it's going to be around that time. And we're going to speak about relationships, and she's going to be coming on the show a whole lot because she has a vast knowledge of all things relationships and spiritual and other. You're going to love her. It's going to be phenomenal. I'm going to make a banner for that. I'm going to promote it, and you won't miss it, even if you are trying to miss it, because I'm going to shoot it across all the social media and make it kind of hard to miss it. And it's going to be good. You don't really want to miss that. Okay. It's some new energy, and we're going to have fun, but we're going to go real deep now, and those are the things. And again, sign up for the forum, and we're going to play some music, and we're going to roll on. I got about maybe, what time is it now here in the crowd? 2:44. I think I'll turn in around 7 a.m. We're going to throw down the night. I might even run outside in the dark and do a daggone video. But it's going to be. And once everything is settled for me, I'm going to be coming with all kind of content, even more so. Right now, it's just stuff on the go. And there's a lot of work put behind the scenes. So when things really happen, it's like when you're putting them all together, right? A shopping mall. You don't just put one store and then, hey, everybody, come on in. You make sure everything is right. You have the grand opening, you have little events, whatever. So we're kind of letting you get the peek into it. But once we hit the ground, the rubber hits the road, woo, it's going to be popping. I am not playing. I didn't come to Ghana to sit down and just, okay, I'm in Ghana now. Let me eat a mango. Let me eat a watermelon. I said, listen, we're going to go there with it. We have those advantages, but I'm going to work harder. You know what I mean? I didn't just come here to sit down. Now that I'm free of certain things, that I have to see racist white police officers, I have to deal with certain things. There are other things you have to deal with, but those are doable because I'm where I'm supposed to be. And if I can inspire you with that, then fine. You know what I mean? Let me knock this out here. Put this banner back up, even though I really shouldn't put that one back up because it's misleading. I just put the subscribe one up. And like I said, I'm here and I'll be here for a little while. Listen, hit that forum. Me and Empress Elegy will be there. And if you register, you'll be able to send us some private messages and we'll send you some private messages back. And then we'll have a group message. So if you're up, you have nothing to do, just do that. And it's really excellent on mobile devices, the iPhone, the Droid phone. It is perfect on those devices. I tested it out and I'm so proud of it. And yeah, we spent a little money to get it done. We did a whole lot of elbow grease too, but go to that forum, LanceScurv.com/forums. You can go to LanceScurv.com and look under the header, which is on the top, which says LanceScurv, right? And toward the right side, you'll see forums. Click on that. But you can go straight there, register, put your username and your password, and you're good to go. And look for us. Actually, we're there right now. So come on and say hi to me. I'm going to cut my phone off. I know I'm not going to do that, but I want you to come meet up with us over there, right? Much love. If you're new here, subscribe to the channel and just explore all things LanceScurv.com. And like I said, it's a brand new day. We're going to be doing things different. We're going to go into high gear. And anybody get in my way, I'm just going to have to steamroll them. We don't want that. It's all love. LanceScurv out. There'll be another YouTube video up in about maybe 10, 15 minutes, but you might have to come back to the channel to see it. Anyway, little music and we're out.
sun is rising, feel the warmth of my face. There's a lot to do now, but there ain't no race. I sip my coffee, I'm feeling fine. No need to work yet, I'm gonna take my time. It's a brand new day. Gotta take it on my way. Gotta take it on my way. It's a brand new day. Gotta take it on my way. Gotta take it on my way. Take a look out my window, see the birds in the trees. Their songs inspire me to sing a sweet melody. How do they do it? Not a care and so free. Wanna step into their world, who holds the
Not a
key.
care and suffering.
It's a brand new day. Gotta
I'm
take it
suffering.
on my way. Gotta take it on my way. It's a brand new day. Gotta take it on my way. Gotta take it on my way.